Hi Kinders, welcome back to math. For today you have two different things to do. One is a fun project with some new words that I'd like you to learn, and the other is playing your shape game again so you can practice those 10 names. Okay? First I want you to pull out this page. You should have a page with a jar at the top that has jelly beans in it, and you'll notice mine are already colored. You don't have to color yours just like mine, but you do have to follow these rules at the top. Okay? Here's what it says. Color your jelly beans 4 different colors. I chose pink, orange, green, and blue. 4. Now, it says you must have one color that only gets one bean. So here's my blue guy. He's all by himself. One of your colors, you only color one bean. And then it says you must have one color that has more than all the other beans. So if you look, my main color is pink. That has way more than all the others. Okay, so you can pause this for a second and color your jelly beans. 4 colors, one guy gets one bean, one color gets more than all the others, and then the other 2 you can fill in what's left. Okay, so do that. And then I want you to come back and we're going to answer these 4 questions. So let me tell you what these words mean. Here's your words. The first word says likely. That means it will probably happen. If you look at my paper, and I just reached my hand in this jelly bean jar without peeking and pulled one out, what color would it be likely that I would get? Pink. So on mine, I would write pink. On yours, if you colored most of your jelly beans green, you would write green. If you colored the majority of your jelly beans yellow, you would write yellow. So your parents can help you spell whichever color you have the most of, because it's likely that you'll pull that color out, the most probable, okay? Now the next one says, one color it is unlikely you will pull out. So this says unlikely. Likely means probably will, unlikely means probably won't. Which color will I probably not pull out if I just get to choose one bean? Blue. So you need to look at your jar, and your unlikely color is blue. Or whatever you colored yours. Mine's blue. Yours is the one that only has one little bean, okay? Now, the next 2 are a little tricky, so listen up. The third word says, tell one color that it's certain. Certain means that's the only color you could ever get. It means I would have to have a jar full of pink jelly beans, and then it would be certain I would get a pink one. Or a jar full of yellow jelly beans, and then it's certain I would get one, because it means it's the only choice you have. No matter what you do, you'll get that color. So are there any colors in here that are certain? It's likely I'll get pink. It's pretty unlikely I'll get orange or green. It's way unlikely I'd get blue. But there are no colors that it's certain I will get. So we are going to write none, okay? N-O-N-E. There are no colors. Now this one's kind of fun. The last one says, tell me one color it's impossible to pull out of your jar. Watch this. If I said, reach in my jar and pull out a red jelly bean, that's impossible. You can't do it. There are no red beans in my jar. What if I said, reach in and pull out a black jelly bean? You can't do it. There are none. That's impossible. So you can pick any color down here that's not in your jar. So if you didn't color any black, you could write black. If you didn't color any brown, you could write brown. If you didn't color any yellow, you can write yellow. I'm going to choose black because that's the kind I don't like to eat. Okay? So these are just words that I want you listening for. Likely means probably will. Unlikely means probably won't. That's my blue. Certain means that's my only option. I have none of those. And impossible means it can never ever happen. Okay? That's your first task. For your second one, you will need this game board from the other day and a brand new graph. Remember that to play this game, we roll a dice and we move our little guy around and then color our shapes. So here's my nickel that I'll be playing with. Put him on start, roll my dice. I got a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whoa, what shape is that? Right here where my nickel is. 5 sides, pentagon. So I will come over, grab a color, and color the first square of pentagon on my graph. Remember, you want to keep playing this until one of your shapes wins by getting 6. Okay, so there's my first one. Then I would roll again. I got 4. That puts me right down here. What shape is that? A rhombus. So I'm going over here and I color my first rhombus. Okay, let's go one more time. Then you guys can keep playing on your own. The easiest. Who's that guy right there? A circle. And I would color my first square over circle. Okay? And you play, even if you make it to finish, you can go back to start until one of your shapes gets 6 squares filled in. Remember, if you land on a double or a triple, like if I landed right here, I would color 3 rectangle squares. Okay? All right, those are your math tasks for today. I love you. God bless you. Have a great weekend. I'll see you Monday.